My name's Tim. I run miles. I'm training for sub 7 hour 100k. With 9.5 weeks left to go. Actually, that's a lie. With 9 weeks left to go tomorrow. The volume is ramping up. I've been hitting a couple of 45-kilometer runs the last 2 weeks. This weekend, I'm pushing that up to 50, at least 50. And within that 50, I'm planning to bring some colour into the long run. Today's Friday, and I'm doing an easy paced sort of 1.5 hour run with Elijah on the camera, with the aim to push over 110 miles for this week, which should be quite achievable. Done about 70 miles for the week so far by the end of this run, although you should never count your miles before they run. That's an amateur mistake. Quite a lot of easy running, which is fine when you're trying to run a big volume. Easy running is acceptable and in fact encouraged. So one thing I did do was a slightly harder day on Wednesday, where I did tempo sort of 10k at lunchtime, but progressing to tempo pace at lunchtime, and then went to the track club session in the evening. So I did about 8 miles before the track, the easy pace, and joined the club on track 4.
Today is Wednesday the 14th of January and I have arrived at Mary Peter's track after work for a track session with the club. I think the plan is to do 8 by 3 minutes hard, I suppose. 3-minute reps are supposed to be hard, I guess, which maybe sounds easy on paper, but it's certainly not easy. I shall let the coach explain the session. I am going for a warm-up. I'm going to go down to Musgrave Hospital, do a lap or 2 of that, come back, and hopefully by the time I'm back everybody else will be here and the session will be getting underway.
Alright, how's it going? Not too bad, how's you?
Orange, Jacob, Tim, Harry. Guys, we are running 8 by 3 minutes, okay? Or in Proctor terms, 8 by 800 meters, okay? So basically what the minute is, what we're trying to do is, we have a mixed group. So sometimes what's happening is, if we're doing 800 meters or 1,000 meters, whatever, there's a big gap between some of the guys coming back and waiting for everybody else. So we're trying to regulate that by running off 3 minutes, okay? We'll regulate your pace as well, so it's not about absolutely bombing it for the first 6 and then down off afterwards. Keep it regulated the whole way. We're going to try and put you off in a couple of groups and try and maintain who you're running with, okay? When you finish your 3 minutes, I blow the whistle. It's a slow jog back here to recover. So someone could be at the far side of the track, someone could finish right here. If you finish right here,
Jacob will be back,
okay, just take it in a slow jog out, probably that light, and jog it back again, just to make sure you keep your legs going and drop it down in the recovery state before we do the next one.
What's the recoveries?
Okay, the recovery's going to be planned to be 1 minute and then we'll go again. Okay? So you get your 3 minutes done, 1 minute completely off. No doubt we just get back here, it will end up being
probably
90
about
seconds.
8,
okay? So
900 maybe, less 850, 900.
The first one.
Depends how quick you run.
Okay?
Okay.
5k pace. Set yourself for Saturday. 3, 2, 1, go!
Eight by 3 minutes, 3rd rep. That is by no means an ultramarathon session. It is by no means a marathon session, but the combination of the whole day ended up being a 21-mile day with a quite good average pace. So the whole context of the day is most certainly an ultramarathon training session, while it's a track specific work, is really more tailored towards, I don't know, shorter races, 5Ks, 10Ks, even shorter maybe. It is Saturday morning, about 10:15, 20 past 10. I've just watched my daughter play football here in Lawn, and I'm now heading back to Belfast. I'm going to do a workout, long run workout, 3x10k. It's going to be about 50k total. I'll go sort of a scenic route home down to the coast and then along the coastal path, and then probably hit Victoria Park for a few laps just to make up the distance. And yes, try and hit a 3x10k at kind of tempo marathon type pace. Okay, 1 mile in, running super slowly because it was all uphill. Now I'm going down the other side. Beautiful Antrim countryside. I just passed mile 5, which is really slow going, of a grind, about a 2 mile uphill then, and it poured down with rain again. So what a lovely way to start a long run. Mile 7.5, still feel like I'm going uphill. Bit of a grind so far, and just about to see a view of where we're going. Stop to watch a second. So I'm coming down to the coast, down in Whitehead here, and I'm following this coastline. This is Belfast Lough, following the coastline right down to the very far corner is Belfast, is where I live. Looks miles away. Just about hit mile 10 on a super busy road section. Scenic views, but not a pleasant run at the minute. Just arrived in a town called Eden, and on a bus stop, I'm gonna change my shoes, try and hit start my first 10k on the watch beats for 13 miles. Right one, halfway through. Rep 1 done. 10k at about 6:32 pace average, probably 40 minutes. And now we're gonna jog to 5 minutes and then go for rep 2. That, by the way, is where I'm going. Rains of Belfast.
So what happened in the rest of that 50k run that I did yesterday? I'm just about to go for my last run of the week, which needs to happen now. It's Sunday evening, it's already getting dark. I want to finish off the miles. I said I was going to run over 110. That is still my intention. I didn't manage to complete the work, you know, as I've been referring to, the kind of colour contrast, the kind of speedier work within the long run. I didn't manage to complete that yesterday because, well, I did the first rep and it was actually okay. It was like 10k at 6:30 pace, 6:32 pace maybe. Didn't feel bad, just, you know, had to focus. If you kind of let yourself drift off, you look at your watch, you realise that time has maybe drifted out a bit. As long as I was focused, I was able to run that pace, and I ran it, no problem. Started the second of the 10k, and it kind of got hard to focus mentally, as well as, I mean, it was physically wasn't that hard. 6:30 pace isn't that hard, and it shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, so if you take that in the context of the run, okay, the second rep got quite hard fairly early on, and I guess, you know, after the first rep I was feeling fairly confident, but it got hard mentally and it got hard physically after about 2.5 miles. So I kept that rolling to about 5k. Then I was starting to get slightly desperate. I was thinking, well, I'll do two by 5k, or I'll do, just finish at 5k. I pushed it on till about 6 or 7k. A couple of reasons, put it into context. Obviously, I'd run quite a long way before I started the session, which was further than I intended. I intended to start it at like maybe 10 miles max, or sort of 6 miles ideally, but I was still in the hilly, rolly terrain, and so I just didn't get somewhere suitable until literally half a marathon was run. And obviously that build up was, the whole start of the run was hilly, so my legs were somewhat fatigued already. It was also raining a lot, so I was carrying water weight from I was carrying water weight from the sky in my clothes, and I was carrying a backpack with the spare shoes, all the gels, phone, stuff I don't normally carry on any run, never mind a session run. So I was sort of slightly handicapped and weighing myself down a little bit. Yeah, so it didn't go to plan. Also, when I stopped, I'm sort of not suffering, I'm enduring. I have plantar fasciitis kind of coming on a little bit. The feet were quite painful. Again, there's kind of a mental excuse. You can let that things get in your head that way. Give yourself an excuse, and all of a sudden it's easy to stop. Whatever I was working out, I wasn't managing to fit the third 10k rep anyway, so I sort of settled to do two by 10ks, which is fine. I can build on that next week. I'm not overly concerned about anything. I think the run was good. I think I did, the bit of the work that I did within the run was good. Obviously, I didn't complete the session element of the run, which is always disappointing, and it's bad. Just kind of set yourself that precedent. You can easily form these bad habits where it's like easy to quit, and so you do. Anyway, yeah, as I said, I'm not disappointed in the run. It's done now. I'm heading out for a 8-miler, about an hour. That'll be the week, and we'll move on to next week, and we'll try again, and we shall do better. My name's Tim, I run miles, and efforts must be redoubled.
Super excited to receive the congratulations email earlier this week, just like a day and a half, 2 days ago. Obviously, opening these emails is super exciting. Along with that excitement comes a certain amount of nerves, because obviously 100k is a very difficult race at the best of times. When you're representing a country, it means so much more. You want to give it everything. You want to put your best foot on that starting line, having prepared yourself the best that you can. It's such a big deal, getting a cap for your country, and with only 9 weeks to go, the block is well underway, but there's still a big chunk of it to go, and it kind of refocuses the mind, reignites the determination, gets you up and out early for those long, hard training runs, just to make sure that I get my absolute best foot forward on race morning, 9 weeks tomorrow. Let's go, 5 times.